Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about another variety of sedum. Now, I know the previous two videos that you have seen were difficult succulents for beginners. So here I'm getting you another variety of succulent that is going to be pretty simple for a lot of beginners or for people who are just starting off with succulent. Now, ideally, this succulent is referred to as Sedum adolphi in certain parts of UK, but it is not Sedum adolphi. It does belong to the variety of Sedum. It is called as Sedum golden glow. Looks slightly similar to Sedum adolphi, but the leaves are very different. They are more plump and broad compared to Sedum adolphi. Now, I will put the picture. Let me put the picture of how it tends to look on the right hand side. Because when you're going to look at the succulent right now, it doesn't look that pretty, but here, as you can see on the right hand side, the succulent is absolutely beautiful. Now, this picture was taken during the dormant period, which is the summer, because sedums tend to go dormant during the summer. So this picture was taken during the summers. Now, this picture is quite old. It's almost 3 to 4 years old, but you can see how beautiful it tends to look like when it is completely stressed. Now, this succulent was kept in morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. Now, this over here on your left hand side, the succulent is just coming out of its growing period because it was winters. Winter is the growing period for sedum and summer is the dormant period for sedums. So during summers, the colors will become even more vibrant if you're going to give it a good amount of morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. You can even grow this succulent in indirect bright light, but the colors will not be that effective. It won't be that intense compared to morning direct sunlight. It is an extremely easy to grow succulent, non-fussy plant. So if you are a beginner, you can just blindly buy this succulent and it's going to do absolutely well, provided that you give the basic care requirements, which is soil. The soil has to be loose, porous and well draining. Water only when the soil is completely bone dry, or when you tend to see that the leaves are getting wrinkled, or when you tend to see that the leaves are closing inwards. It indicates that the succulent is thirsty and needs water. At that point of time, you need to do a complete watering, which means the water has to pass through the drain hole. Do not only mist the upper layer of soil. That makes no point because the roots are not going to get any water. During the summers, it's going to get extremely beautiful color. As you can see on the right hand side, the beautiful color. It looks extremely beautiful, very easy to take care. Pest attack is not much of an issue unless it starts to bloom. That could attract some aphids, but other than that, I never had any issues with mealybugs on this particular variety. I would say it is a fairly quick growing succulent, not very quick, not very slow. It has a medium growth. During the winter period, it tends to put out a good amount of evident growth, but again, we all know how succulents grow. So please don't have that mindset that if you're going to add fertilizers, the succulents are going to grow very fast. That's not the case. The succulents will grow at their own pace, whether you add fertilizers or you do not add fertilizer. So if you want to add fertilizers, you can do it during the winter season. Summer season, please avoid from adding any fertilizers to your succulents. Keep the nutrients level very low in the soil. They do not prefer a lot of nutrients, just like any other succulent. They prefer a very lean nutrient soil. Propagating this succulent is very easy. You can do a leaf propagation, you can do a stem cutting, you can do a beheading, you can separate the offsets. Because this belongs to the variety of sedum, you have a very evident stem which you can use for stem cutting. Do not keep this succulent in low light. It will start to stretch. The succulent's beauty is only when it is very compact, so ensure that you give it a good amount of light, either indirect bright light for long hours, or you can give morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. And if you're growing indoor, then you have to ensure that you are using a good quality of grow light in order to maintain the color and the compactness of the succulent. So that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.